our flight. Whiskey round table. Oh, Greg, Karen, and the whiskey wizard talking facts and tastings. They've got you covered. Whiskey round table. Oh.
Welcome to the Whiskey Roundtable. We are your hosts.
Big G.
Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar.
What's up, kids?
Just the three of us.
Just the three of us.
Just
We
a
can
don't
little
want me to
core
if we
group.
try.
Just a little
Just
core
the
group
three of
here.
us.
Yeah, you definitely don't want me to
How are we
stick
all
some-
doing? Greg, what show of the year is this?
We are on our 7th show.
Oh my God, he's like got he's nailed it.
I pulled that right out of my
You
ass.
must be writing it down somewhere or something.
Is that why it's stuck? Ugh.
I literally pulled that right out of my ass, literally.
Talking about ass, I poured myself a little Jameson before the show.
And
I'm sorry, I thought it was a good segue.
yeah,
Yeah, now I understand why
it's
Powers is the
it's
number
no
one
Powers,
selling.
yeah. So yeah, let's give a quick shout out to all of our sponsors: the Cleveland Bourbon Co-op, Royal Havana Cigars, Village Martini, Simply Greek, Low Imports, Roll and Smoke Barbecue, 21 Staves, North Coast Jazz Ensemble, and Rawhide Firearms. Did I miss any? I think we got them.
Amen. And we have a couple of people in the audience today.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who they are. I don't even
So
like
they
them that
shall
much. But anyway.
they're
here.
remain unnamed,
Ugh. Yep,
but yeah, celebrities.
Celebrities.
So they're-
Definitely
yeah.
celebrities. these two,
absolutely. In their own
yeah.
mind.
In their
Yes.
own. Yeah, that's right. They're
Both of them.
they're as popular as O.J. Simpson. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
So did anybody have any St. Patty's adventures yesterday? Or
Well, we kind of did. I mean, we were going to go to Slyman's, and Rob was going to go with us, and I turned around and copped an attitude, and I said, "The hell with it! I'm just going to make my own corned beef and do my own thing in potatoes and all that stuff." And Rob came over last night, and the never fails me. The corned beef was fantastic. Fantastic. It was very good, very melt in your mouth. It was so good.
Shauna made a really nice Irish stew and had a nice Guinness, and
So I was
just enjoyed the nice weather on the back patio.
I was told this, and I don't know if that came from you or somebody else, but talking about corned beef, and oh no, it was Louis. We were talking yesterday about corned beef, and he says a lot of restaurants will take either Guinness or one of their other Irish type beers, and they would put that in there rather than
Oh yeah,
use
that's
the water.
what Shauna did.
So
She-
I want to try
She
that.
had a separate can that she used in
Yeah.
the stew.
Awesome.
And you know, another thing that amazes me about Guinness is how many people think that is a heavy beer just because it's black. That just comes from roasted malt. Guinness is one of the lightest beers in terms of gravity you'll find.
So it's like a black light skin?
Huh? Yeah, it's
Just asking.
yeah, it's just
Go ahead.
the black just comes from some roasted malt, but the gravity, meaning the density and the amount of barley per fluid ounce, is very low. So it's a very light beer. It was actually made to be drinkable, so people could stay at the pub, hang out for a long time without getting too trashed. So it's a lot of people still have this mindset it's a heavy,
Yeah,
high
it's
alcohol beer. It
yeah.
is not.
I love
is
dark
not.
beers.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I
It's
love.
got great flavor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really drink a lot of beer anymore at all.
No, not me. A couple of
But-
times a year.
Yeah, but I do enjoy a good dark beer. I really
Yeah,
do.
and Guinness has that unique thing about the nitrogen
Right?
that gives it these very small bubbles, creamy head, and it's very drinkable. I don't know how else to put it. You know,
Sure.
it's not overcarbonated.
Nothing better than
It's
creamy head. There's
it
no
just-
doubt about that.
Yes, so-
I mean, just
I
saying.
I was
trying-
waiting for that one to come. Okay.
I was trying not to be,
To come.
go there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness! Hey, we've got some people out there in the audience.
Who's out there in
I'm
the-
sure they're all laughing right about now.
Yeah,
Hinterlands.
we've got
Oh
some
my
people
gosh,
we
there's a lot
haven't
of
seen
people.
in a while, but we've got the
Marcus here,
regulars.
one of
What
our
do we got?
sponsors. Yeah.
What do we got?
We have Jennifer, of course.
What's up, girl?
Jennifer
Phil.
Buggs, Phil
Phil
Weaver.
Weaver.
Shauna's watching.
Amen.
Steve
Williams, where you
from
been,
Texas.
brother? Where you been? There must be some badass. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, Nick T is out there.
Nick T, dog,
All
what's
right.
going on?
And we have Mark from Rawhide
Firearms. What's up, Rob? We got to get together,
All
man.
right.
Got to get together.
Yes, we did start early. I hit the thing like a minute early because normally I kind of lose track of time and then we're late. But
You know what I miss about Mark?
what's that?
Not only is he a great person, great guy, but I liked meeting for him for breakfast every Saturday. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was.
We really enjoyed ourselves. He's such a great person. I wish that we could hang out more. I don't know what he's got going on. Apparently, he's got a new girlfriend, but
Anyway, it's for you, Mark. Hey.
there we go. Love you, dog. Love you.
We also got G Money out there.
All right.
G Money, what's up?
G Money says, "Hey."
Hey.
Let's see. What is Jennifer
Chris said he
saying?
was going to be watching tonight, but maybe he'll let us know if he's out there.
What's Jen saying?
Jen's saying, "Oh my gosh, Tony scored the new Old Carter whiskey release, and it's delicious." She's asking everybody what they're drinking. Steve said he's been playing rugby. That's why.
So is he back in the game, or is he still out the game? Let's hear that, dog. Let's hear what you got.
G Money came out with the Powers Gold label.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're Matt. I said Matt got some this week, so we're having a big influence on there. We're influencers, as we say.
Amen.
Yeah. So.
All right. So none of you asked me, but I'll go anyway.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Greg, what are you smoking?
I'm smoking what do they call this?
Cigar?
Backwoods. This is Backwoods. No, this is I've never had this cigar before. It was given to me from Royal Havana. It's a Alec Bradley Corinthian leather. So it is a little bit of a
Really?
dry cigar.
That's
yeah.
what it's called.
Yeah.
Is it
Corinthian
smooth
leather.
Corinthian leather?
It is smooth, like silk, like honey.
Is that a commercial?
Corinthian leather, yeah.
Corinthian leather,
That
but
was,
it is. It's got that.
Montalban,
It's
Carlos
got that
Montalban.
dryness to it, but it's actually a good cigar. And it's it's basically a light, medium body to full body cigar. It's nice. It burns very nice. It's not falling apart like a Gurkha. I'll tell you that right now.
Ooh. Steve says he's back in the cigar and whiskey game.
That's what I'm talking about.
We got Debo out there with Trevin Grady.
Shady Grady, Trevor the Punk.
You kids still wrestling?
No, wrestling's over.
Oh, good. You probably got tired of getting your butt kicked.
Oh, they actually did well.
No, I know they did.
And Trevor actually wrestled a weight class above him.
Holy
So yeah,
smokes.
and he did well. As I watched every weekend when after Derek or Jenny would send me the videos, and I would watch them in the evening after dinner. But Trevor did very good for. I mean, he didn't win every match, but that's okay. But at the end of the day, I think if he just keeps his self together, I think he'll be a hell of a wrestler. But he did fine, and Grady did too. They're good wrestlers. Those two kids really are. That's all I got, kids.
That's right. Wiz, so we were talking about what you did for St. Patrick's Day and that. So with it being Irish Whiskey Month,
It is. It's still Irish Whiskey Month.
It is.
got any good Irish jokes?
Oh. Okay. I'll try a couple.
Okay.
A Texas rancher comes to Ireland and meets a Kerry farmer. The Texan says, "Takes me a whole goddamn day to drive from one side of my ranch to another." The Kerry farmer says, "Oh, sure, I know, sir. We have tractors like that over here, too." Okay.
Oh my.
The barman says to Patty, "Your glass is empty. Fancy another one?" Looking puzzled, Patty says, "Why new would I be needing two empty fecking glasses?"
Fecking. I love it.
Checking it.
All right,
my
yes.
goodness.
There we go.
So we're pre-gaming. What are we pre-gaming?
Well, like I said, I we had a lot to choose from. Doug, you brought a nice bottle over of Irish whiskey.
Well, it's a okay bottle. Little Teeling, average, we'll call it everyday drinker.
Okay.
And that's what you're pre-gaming with there?
That's what I'm pre-gaming with.
Oh, I've had.
I'm sticking with the Irish.
I've had Dickel. I've had
Again?
again, and I had
Should see a doctor about
Four
that.
Roses small batch, which is very good.
So I don't like
And
that.
I've had Jameson, and I'm working my way to Rob. What was this?
Oh, the Driftless?
Driftless Glen. That's a great bottle, and that's the only
Is
one
that
you
the port?
That is the one, yeah. But you can only get it in Wisconsin
At the distillery.
at the distillery, right?
Is that the
Am I reading that right?
sherry barrel finish? Yes. Yes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Sweet.
Very good. That's a great. He brought me another bottle, very close to that, which I haven't even opened yet. But we drank the first bottle. It was fantastic, and it's a distillery in Wisconsin. And he went there, and they said, "Hey, we have this. It's not. You can only get it here. You can't get it in the store." So he bought a bottle, brought it down, and we've killed at least half of it. Not today, kids. Not today. Throughout the weeks. But anyway, thank you very much. By the way.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Very good stuff. What did you think about the Jameson compared to the Powers that we did last week?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Apples and oranges.
Do you like the Jameson?
I like Jameson products. I really do. I really do like Jameson products. But is it Powers? No.
This kind of standard bar Jameson.
That's your
It's not
entry
kind of-
level. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good in an Irish coffee. That's about it as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I mean, I have
it's just that's
I
just
have
me.
about 7 different Jamesons.
Well, no, this
They're
one.
good. I know
I'm being
that's the
very
entry
specific.
level, but I
Yeah.
still like it.
Yeah,
and I
I'm
always
sure
tell people,
you've got some Jamesons over there that would.
if you want a light drink, if you're a beginner drinker, I always say, tell everybody,
Yeah.
try the Jameson Irish whiskey, the standard bottle, to start blending, you get your palate, and then move up, But I know a lot of people
I
don't
find
like
it
it,
a little
but
bit high in heat, low in flavor, but that's how it comes
I would agree.
across to me.
I would agree with
But-
that.
I get the complete opposite. But
Anyway,
go
we're
ahead.
not here to talk about Jamesons.
I know
tonight,
we're
are
not.
we?
Go ahead. What do we
Well,
got?
Karen, what are we talking about tonight?
We are talking about Tullamore Dew 12 year. It's actually
Special Reserve.
12 to 15 year.
Yeah,
Ah.
but I like that. You had to dig and you find that out. That it's actually most of it's a 15-year-old, but I guess there's it's a blended.
It is a blend.
It's got some grain whiskey in there too, but there is some of it's 15 or a good amount from what I understand. Go ahead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, should we do it right on the bottle cam?
Let's start out with a little tour on the bottle can.
Oh boy, put your seatbelts on, kids.
Fasten them.
We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
Warning. Goodbye. Excuse me.
Oh my gosh, it looks like you're swatting at flies over there.
Well, I did, Doug. Hitting you in the back of the head. I didn't really mean to do that. You know that, right? So I apologize. But it is what it is. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's not easy to
Wait till
drive the camera.
wait till you see what I got next time.
It's a work hazard. What is that? What do they call that? Workers' comp?
Yeah,
Yeah, you get workers' comp,
occupational
right.
hazard.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think I can get you to the window. I think I can. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Is he having the same conversation as we are? I don't know.
Hell no.
I don't know.
I got my own show, kids. Got my own
So
show.
it's Tullamore Dew 12-year-old, you say?
It is Tullamore Dew 12-year-old. So shall I talk a little bit
Yes.
about this?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Enlighten.
Let's
please.
hear it.
So I'll lighten you a
Please
little
do
bit.
tell.
Do tell. So the distillery was established in 1829 by Michael Malloy. Nice Irish name there. Upon his death, the distillery was passed on to his nephew, Bernard Daly.
Okay.
Which brings me to, how did Tullamore Dew get its name? So Tullamore is actually a small town in central Ireland. It has a population of about 14,000, give or take, people. And Dew is actually all capitalized if you take a look at the bottle.
Yeah, it's even D period, E period.
D period, E period, W period. And that actually is the initials of a person. Daniel Edmund Williams. And who is he, you ask?
Who's Daniel Edmund Williams?
That would be my brother Steve's cousin. Go ahead.
Oh, I feel sorry for him already. Anyway, he was appointed by Bernard Daly the distillery manager at the age of 25. He actually started working at the distillery when he was only 15 years old. He was a stable boy. Now, I'm not quite sure what those duties entailed as stable boy, but that was his title. When he became the distillery manager, it grew and it became very prosperous. And that's why they decided to launch the product with dedication to his name, Tullamore from the town, where the distillery is, and the DEW as a nice tip of the hat to him. On each of the bottles as well for the Tullamore Dew, there's a quote. It's one of his quotes. And that quote says, "Success comes not to those who deserve it most, but to those who care deeply about what they do and feel compelled to create."
Okay.
Okay.
Which I thought that was really deep. For about as deep as I go. What are you doing over there?
Nothing. Scratching my.
Well, that's we are.
All right, move along, kids.
Move along, not this year. Anyway,
Okay.
Tullamore Dew is the second largest selling brand of Irish whiskey in the world. Which I don't think I've ever had Tullamore Dew.
I've had a few different age.
I
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
maybe,
like it. I do. I enjoy it.
but
like
I don't
Tullamore Dew.
remember ever having it. So
So they say in 2020, their sales were over 1.5. Sorry, I can't speak. 1.5 million cases.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I've had it a couple of different years, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it.
yeah, especially after last week. That
Was
was a
it-
surprise.
so.
hard to live
That's
up
a
to.
high bar to set.
But
That
again,
Powers
what, there was a,
is
what,
the bomb, man.
what was the price on that? I mean, the price point on that was
They're about the same price.
really.
Yeah, I think the Tullamore is a little bit more money.
Yeah, it's for a
But-
12-year-old.
12-year.
That's mostly 15-year-old, but what is
I can't remember. I know I looked it up when we were we kind of left last week. I tried to find the price point on it because I went on the OHLQ website, but I'm not seeing it in my notes right now. The Tullamore Dew, what I found, it's about $50 a bottle, and it is,
Oh, it is.
this
Higher.
version.
Right.
It's about $50 a bottle.
I don't
and-
think we paid that for it though.
No.
No. I want to say it was right around $46 when I bought it. But I've had that bottle for, I don't know.
wow.
Yeah, 6-7 years.
Wow.
Yeah. But I like it. I like Tullamore Dew. It's another great entry drink in my personal opinion. No disrespect to Tullamore Dew, but again, for trying to get into the whiskey world and learning different things, it's worth the money that I paid. It's worth the money that I paid. I've had lower year as well, and I've had a year more than that, which I think was close to $100. But it's good. I've had three of them, different ones. I don't know how many they have. I didn't do the research, but at the end of the day, it's a good product. It really is.
Okay.
One of the other things I learned, which is kind of an off the topic of Tullamore Dew, but the information I found while I was doing research, I've always wondered why sometimes whiskey is spelled with an E,
Right.
and sometimes it's spelled without the E.
Yes, we've talked about that.
Well, I wasn't listening.
Okay.
Obviously.
Which
Hey, anybody can relate to that. I know. That's for damn sure. Damn sure.
As much as
Yes.
you talk, honey, I gotta turn you off sometimes.
There's only one place that's spelled without the E.
That's Scotch.
Scotch.
Scotch whiskey. But actually, the Irish, they added the E. So it was whiskey without the E. The Irish added the whiskey to try to distinguish themselves to be different from the Scottish whiskey. So, in case any of y'all weren't listening when I wasn't listening, you got that little tidbit.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we are drinking the Tullamore Dew 12-year special blend, you said? Special reserves?
Special reserve. Yeah.
Special reserve. This is an 80 proof,
Okay.
so very low in proof.
It's right there at the minimum.
And it's a blend of pot still and malt whiskey.
Yes. So pot still, typically when they say that it has grain, what they call a grain whiskey, or
Sorry.
yeah, and they have grain whiskey in there. I'm sorry, which is made with a continuous still. And there's pot still where they put. We learned last week, right? You have malted barley and unmalted barley. That's a pot still whiskey. And then there's single malt, which is all malted barley, and from a single distillery. So they, obviously this is a blended, so they've put a little bit of all those together. I don't know what the ratio is, but
I don't know. That I did not find. Did find that it is, like I said, aged between 12 and 15 years. And it's aged in a combination of bourbon and sherry casks.
Okay.
yeah. So it just probably means whatever goes into that blend at different ages, right? So, and then
It's not very dark.
right, and then they probably finished age that mixture in sherry. So I'm getting anxious to try it.
We're ready to try. We're ready to nose it up or what?
Yeah, let's
All
pass
right,
this.
kids, let's do this.
Pass this out.
Pass it on.
One for you.
All right,
Don't break the glasses, kids.
One for me.
try it.
Yeah, we're not at a Greek wedding.
Yeah, we're not at a Greek wedding over here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's typical Irish whiskey color, right? That amber honey.
Oh, I definitely get honey notes right on the nose.
I get a ton of apple.
Ooh, yes, apple, exactly.
That smells really
That
nice.
does smell good.
I could,
I get some date,
okay.
and then some like doughiness, like biscuit dough or cookie dough.
Okay. I get
Ooh, yes, but fresh like
yeah, I get
fresh cut apple, like
Yeah, that's really strong
Yeah.
to me.
there's a fruit in there, but I can't pull it out.
That's what I s-
there's definitely some like
It's a red fruit. I just can't.
baking batter kind of in there too.
As soon as I say it in the notes, you're gonna
Yeah.
be
No,
like,
it's a
"That's it."
red fruit. It's not like a mango or
Like a strawberry.
maybe. Okay. I could go with
Yeah,
strawberry.
I get a hint of strawberry.
Yeah, I would agree.
You ever like when you open a fresh package, or you
Yeah.
you go in where you could pick your own or whatever, or
Yeah.
these roadside type things or whatever, and that's kind of what it gives me. But
Yeah.
you're probably right. It probably is strawberry.
Yep.
I totally
That's
agree.
a very nice note.
That's a nice nose,
Yeah.
right? For sure.
Very fruity to me on the nose.
Yeah.
So you want me to
Yeah,
tell you
go
what I
ahead.
got here?
Go ahead.
What do the pros say?
I want to
So-
hear how wrong I am.
No. We did very well. So the
Okay.
nose scones, and I don't know what this is,
It's
but
Italian.
no, I know what
All right,
scones
just
are.
making
You
sure.
made them for me many times.
Amen.
Scones with clotted cream. I didn't know what clotted cream was.
Yeah, just Irish.
So yeah, say Irish. Any of your, in my personal opinion, I'm probably way wrong, but I'm just going to throw that out. Yeah, your Irish cream or your coffee cream, if you will, that
Yeah.
has a little alcohol in it. I could see that. So I won't say clotted. I don't know where the clotted comes in at, but that's just my personal opinion. But I might be wrong.
All right. Well, maybe somebody in the audience can Google that and give us a comment.
Yeah,
on
get on it.
Yeah, I wanna know.
clotted cream. But okay. And what else?
So scones.
When I think, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No.
When I think of clotted cream, in my personal opinion, I'm thinking of like things like yogurt.
Oh,
Okay. Cottage cheese, things like that.
There you go.
Does that make sense to you?
It
Yeah,
does
no,
make
I
sense.
actually
Okay.
get a little bit of, along with the dough, like there is something almost like a yogurt.
Okay, so that's just me. So anyway,
Yeah.
if I'm wrong, I apologize. But
Well,
I think
that'll
that's
be good.
kind of
We'll
what
find that out.
what I say is clotted. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
When I finish, then you'll understand where I'm going with this. But
Okay.
strawberry jam.
Okay.
So like when you get the
Think we said that.
when you get the cottage cheese and the fruit mixed together.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's
or
what I
yogurt, or yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Let's see. Blah blah blah. No, dates and biscuits.
said.
Nice.
think-
Okay.
Close to that. I think I might have even said dates.
You did.
You
say-
did
We'll,
say
we'll have
dates.
to go back and rewind.
I
You
think
did
you-
say
I
dates,
think
and
you
you
did say
said
dates.
doughy.
Doughy,
Yeah.
you did
So
say
that's
doughy.
the biscuits.
Yeah.
Okay.
See now
Nothing
I
better
am
than eating a
listening.
good old biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Dago needs his bread. Anyway,
Not what I was
also the
talking
last
about.
two, linseed and honey. I think you
I
said,
said
honey,
honey.
Yeah, honey is definitely
on the
yeah.
nose.
So-
So you said linseed, so that's an oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
look at that.
Okay. Okay.
Not as oily as the Powers was
right,
last week.
Correct.
Used to use that in oil painting.
So, linseed. Go ahead.
yeah,
I was going to give you the history on linseed, but we'll forget
Yeah,
about
go
that.
ahead.
No.
No, I mean linseed oil was for securing when you make something out of wood. They always suggest that you linseed oil it so it absorbs, so that you can use it on a regular basis and wash and do all that other stuff with detergents and all
Kind
that
of
stuff.
keeps it.
Yeah, just like a cutting
preserved.
board. It's like
Yeah.
a good cutting board. Those are usually all linseed oiled, so to say. You know, it's one of those things. Anyway.
Kind of seals it and
It seals the wood.
protects it.
Correct.
I think we have some of that too.
That's what I
upstairs.
use on
Yeah.
all of our wooden cutting boards.
I'm not gonna see you drinking.
So
it
now,
in the
do you
corner
get
of
any
my-
of that in there?
What's
or
this?
now that you've
I
heard
I
that?
did not.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, linseed oil, from my remembrance, doesn't really have a scent, so to say.
I almost started
Well,
drinking.
but I'm
it.
surprised. Now they
I'm so
don't
excited.
mention apples at all.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't
not
get-
on the
I didn't
noses
get
that
any.
I-
Still, I definitely
I-
get the fresh apple.
I didn't.
And I can definitely see the strawberry. Like I said, it's strawberry
Yeah,
cottage cheese kind of
gotcha.
mixture.
All right,
Okay,
we're
let's
going
try
in.
this.
We diving in.
Try
Since
the
I
palate.
almost drank it, let's
Come on,
just go
kids.
do
Let's
this.
let's get it. Let's get into this. Let's do it.
Audience too. Well.
I do get strawberry on the first flavor that I get. It was very short.
I get a little more baking spice kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, nutmeg, allspice, something.
Baking allspice. Yeah,
You
baking
know, like you think of that
spice, yeah.
Jamaican kind of allspice.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Definitely honey.
See, to me, the palate is totally different than the nose.
It is.
I-
It's nice.
It's another very good one. I have to rethink Irish whiskey, to be honest with you. I mean, this is two really good ones in a row.
I get strawberry on the palate. I really do.
Yeah, I got a touch of. I got some dark fruit in there, or some
Mm-hmm.
light fruit.
It's spicy for an
Mhm.
It
80 proof.
Yeah, it is, and that would be.
But it's not.
it-
When you say spicy, though, to me, it's not hot.
No,
No.
definitely
It's
not
not like
hot.
ethanol spicy.
Right, right.
It's like
Not like the
It's not heat.
some of the
There's-
bourbons
there's no
are-
heat.
can be spicy.
it
It's
can-
not
it's
that.
spicy, but there's no heat. Yeah, I agree with that.
I expected more fruit on the palate based on what I was getting off the nose, and
I'm with Greg.
not
I don't
getting-
get any apple
I don't
on
get
the
any
palate,
apple.
but I do get a touch of maybe some berry. And the audience is agreeing.
I get the light clotted cream.
Do you?
You get
Well,
the buttered
I can
cream.
explain
Well,
to you
there-
later
well-
what that is.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, here we have an expert. Here we're asking the audience. We got the expert sitting out there in our studio audience here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Duh.
Holy shit!
That's
Okay.
that's very good. What do you want to move forward? Or you
No,
wanna,
no. Well, we can come back to this.
All
I'm just
All right.
Checking the scroll here.
It's very good.
Yeah.
And we talk about allspice. It's light, very light heat, and that's the difference between light heat and ethanol is that ethanol can burn and it'll sit in your pit for 10, 15 minutes, and I don't like that stuff.
Sit in your pit.
Yeah, your stomach. You know.
I know.
So, okay.
It just
It's all the way down.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like that heat.
No, the burn. I
neither.
don't like that burn.
So I really will say that it's a nice allspice, and
Yeah.
it has that little bit of warmth, but it's not overpowering. It's a good drink. It really is.
It is. It's got a little, nuttiness on the finish.
Yeah, I would say that for sure.
That we didn't even say nuts, but
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
But the only place I get that is right at the end, like a little bit of
gets nuts on
I'm
the
thinking
end.
more like walnut.
Is it like nuts on your chin or is
Or
it
your
like,
nose?
No,
Which
nuts,
one?
skins,
I'm
just
checking.
Teabag.
Teabagger.
Oh, sorry. Just shot right out of me.
Access denied.
Anyway, so you want me to read the palette?
Yeah, let's hear
See
it.
what we
Let's
got
hear
here.
what they
So,
say.
palette, light and soft with hints of gentle spices such as nutmeg and allspice.
There you go. There you go.
Also, a touch of honey and creamy fruits in yogurt.
Oh wow,
There you go, kids.
wow, that
There you
is.
go.
You
Kids.
guys, you saw my notes, didn't you?
I did not see
No,
your
I'm
notes.
just kidding.
I can't even. I have to lean over
Hey,
this way to
Big
see
G,
your notes.
that's really quite damn impressive.
Yeah.
I can't.
Look at
listen.
you. I know you can't
since
see.
diabetes 2, I could barely see anything. But
That's
anyway.
why we're still married.
Oh shit! Thank God.
But
You look like a model.
Oh
Yes,
gosh,
know.
well I can't keep up with you guys.
May want to use my glasses.
Yeah, I needed your glasses. Oh.
Hey now.
Whoa, Karen, easy,
Excuse
girl.
me, ever since my surgery. Anyway, so let's get back to the finish.
Yeah. Woo.
Uh,
I smell semen. Go ahead.
it is a medium length, which I would agree with.
Yes,
medium.
it is medium palate.
A little
I mean-
oaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a
You
little
get
dryness.
oak?
A little dryness to it. It does. On the finish, it has a little dryness to it.
All right, and nutty, bittersweetness.
Oh, nutty,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, Whiskey Wizard, I'm real proud of you.
Okay, thanks, Siri.
Wizard knows his nuts.
He knows his nuts, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Oh my.
Okay, well, before we score, shall we take another quick ride on the bottle cam?
All right, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Be right back, kids.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
Delete. Goodbye.
All right, we were all getting excited about our scores on this one.
Yeah, we're on. Because Power set the bar pretty high last week.
They
so,
did.
Yeah, it sure
But
did.
I gotta
sure
say, this is a pretty darn good whiskey.
Yeah.
I think and I think the audience is agreeing from what I'm hearing. So, and if anybody in the audience out there has ever had any or has tried this, let us know. Please weigh in.
Yeah, out in YouTube land.
There you go.
Absolutely. So, on to the ratings.
All right.
Sorry, you can tell we're multitasking. Not very well either. So, do we want to? You know what? Why don't we start with our audience?
Oh.
All right. Okay. Well, so audience member number one over there. Well, actually, he's audience member number 2 because I think
What do you got?
Oh, because you're reading from.
he was here first. So audience number 2 over there. What do you say? What do you?
395.
There you go.
Wow, that's pretty good,
There you
man.
That's a great score.
So he definitely likes
Easily
this.
sit by the campfire and drink.
It's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
drink. It
Yep.
is a great drink. Really is.
It is nice. It is nice.
Cigar or no cigar, I
Amen.
mean, it's gonna go great. Just yeah, it's a good sipper. Audience member number 1, what do we got over there?
3.4.
3.4. Yeah, very respectable. I can't say I disagree, and that brings me right to me. I'm going with about a 3.7, which is kind of the wizard zone on a lot of these good whiskeys.
Did you say the wizard zone?
Yeah, that just seems to be where I fall on a lot of these ones. They're close to. I'd really like to have this at all time, but they're not quite there, and it's about a 3.7 for me. Karen, how about you?
Well, I'm going to invoke your 100th rule, and I'm going to go 3.75.
3.75. Very close. Okay. I like that. Actually, mine was a 3.70.
Oh.
I just
Now you gotta
rounded. I didn't
change
think
it.
the audience needed to know that necessarily. But
All right, Big G, what do you got there?
3.8.
yep. G and I are usually in the
Yep.
vicinity.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, we're all. You want 3.8 or 3.80? Because, there's a
3.80.
difference.
Oh, is there a difference?
Well, if you're going to be accurate to your, no, it's up to you.
No,
I was 3.70 and I said 3.7 just to
3.8.
Okay.
3.19999.
9997436.
Yeah, I'm sitting here.
409. Go ahead.
409 Jenny? Is
Yeah,
it?
No, we only need to go to the hundredths place.
yeah, I hear you. But 3.8.
Let's not get carried
it's a great
away. For
I'm s-
God's sakes.
Yeah, for God's sakes, let's not
And-
get
and,
carried
you know,
away
me-
on the
me
whiskey
and Doug-
roundtable.
Me and Doug picked the whiskeys. We talked about Tullamore Dew, not to give you any information, but we talked about Tullamore Dew 12, and I said, Doug, we have that. Let's do the show on it. But I've already had this product, and it's a good product. And if we did this last week and Powers this week,
Yeah.
I mean that's a great lineup right there. I mean,
Right, well, wait
for
till-
scoring.
Wait till we do next week's.
Oh
and,
man.
we'll talk about that as we
So.
close today. We'll
But
give
that's
you
a-
a little hinter about that.
Yeah.
And in my personal opinion, I think it's well worth every penny.
No, I do too. I don't know what I mean. What do you say? 50?
It's about $50. So
Yeah, I mean
it
it's
was.
easily worth that.
So-
It's a good value at that.
Yes.
What I found on OHLQ, it's like 48 something. So you figure tax. I always round everything up to $50, and it is selectively in different liquor stores. So depending
Yes,
on where you
yeah,
go,
It's not in every liquor store, and you usually will find that behind the counter, so to say,
Yeah.
or with built into your scotches, you'll see stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you go out there looking for go to the shelf and you're looking for this, and this, you depending on where you're going, you want to go look at the Scotch area or behind the counter. That's where this is going to show up at.
Well, look, there's still what do we have? At least another week in Scotch Irish whiskey month.
wishful
so,
thinking. See how you
So
are?
yeah, I mean, there's still time to get over the store and pick up some more Irish whiskey. I've been really enjoying these Irish whiskeys.
I agree.
I'm
So-
hemming on my score. I'm sitting
Yeah.
here thinking, is 3.75 my final offer?
That's a great score.
It is a great score.
Well, you can
I'm gonna
change
say-
your score at any point until the Whiskey Wizard. Once the Whiskey Wizard starts, though, all scores are fine.
All scores are locked in.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
Negra.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
that's good.
no, I think
You
I'll,
need to read the bylaws of the Whiskey Roundtable once in a while.
So what do you got on the scroll, girlfriend?
Since when do the Whiskey Roundtable folks listen to laws? Oh
we don't.
my goodness.
No, we don't.
I'm
have
all
anything
about
like that.
breaking laws. Go
What
ahead,
do you
Woody.
expect? This is the Whiskey Roundtable.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go back to where I kind of left off on the scroll. So the kids, Derek's kids, Trevor and Grady, went to districts. Very cool.
Absolutely great. Keep your confidence, kids. Keep your confidence.
Uncle Greg's a wrestler, and he's got that certain something about him. So
Amen. Cockiness, I have, and sarcasm.
So there's some mathematical discussion. Shauna
What's that?
says,
Rock? I still rock a
is
single.
pi, would pi be a good score? 3 points. I said 3 point. Well, you know, it'd be an okay score, an average score, 3.1417, and you know, on and on forever. But and Jennifer says, well, infinity. Well, pi isn't infinity, Jennifer, but the numbers go on. It's an irrational number, which are my favorite numbers.
See, you read too fast. You're like down
yeah,
at
you're
the.
right. we're trying to. I'm like, what?
I'm trying to do things in my OCD way in order.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no,
Phil Weaver wants to know: are there any shots that you can take to clear up that clotted cream?
Yes, Phil. More whiskey.
yeah.
And he's very impressed that Big G knows his linseed oil.
Yes, yeah. And he's a master woodworking craftsman, as we always
You're
say.
kidding.
Yeah. Hey, I still need that filing cabinet.
Yeah, I just bought them other. Forget it. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, so Shauna said, "Hey, that sounds really good. Can you bring some home?"
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and in my OCD, I have to jump back up because Jennifer says that now she's working on Bardstone Distilling Company Founders. It's a stout finish. You were just talking
Yes,
about
we were talking.
Guinness.
Yeah. So it must be like a stout barrel, and then they finish in that. That would be interesting.
What else?
Didn't we do a stout?
That's what I'm
finish
talking
once?
about right there. That's all about me, girl.
Yeah.
Jennifer Boggs says, Big G nailed it. Amen. I don't know what I nailed, but I'm still working.
Probably something with the nose, the strawberries
Yeah, it
or
could
something.
be. Sure, I'm just busting chops. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What's Steve? Where's Steve in there? Steve Galawan is on the...
Stevie G!
Get in the house, son! In the house! Good deal.
Steve says St. Patrick's Day is over. Bring on the bourbon.
Well,
We got
no,
another
we
week,
actually
son.
got
We got
one
another
more
week.
week of Irish whiskey one.
Too funny.
But we'll finish strong. We've had some really good ones apparently, and we got one more. I think will also be pretty high up there.
Awesome.
So Steve G is giving some facts. He says, did you know Billy Idol named his song Rebel Yell from a bourbon he was drinking with the Stones? Was that the Rebel Yell?
Yeah, that's the one we know.
Wow.
It's a wheated bourbon, by the way.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's saying that's a great whiskey.
It is.
Above average. Oh, Jennifer says, way to go, G, is the fact that you nailed the yogurt.
Thank you, girlfriend. I love you.
You should see him nail
love
yogurt.
you.
It'll keep him busy for weeks.
Oh my God.
I think that's a compliment. But anyway, all right. What else we got? Is
Didn't
that
you
it?
date her in college? Yogurt? Just kidding.
I did in so many ways.
Can you record that sound?
Oh,
Do that again. Let's try that one more time. All right, go ahead. What else? Let's. We got to move
I'm sorry,
on.
I know.
We got to move on. We got to
We're
move
done
on,
with
kids.
this
We
call.
gotta
I'm
move
sorry.
So I guess it's time for the Whiskey Wizard, right?
Yes,
It is time for the Whiskey Wizard.
And we're going to talk about something that, it's a little hard to talk about.
Anal itch?
STDs?
Pedophilia.
Counterfeit
Oh,
whiskey. Okay.
shut up over there.
Oh,
right.
we're talking whiskey. Oh, okay.
All right. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right, put your seatbelt on.
Air, earth, and fire. So, a good many Wizard episodes ago, I talked about the secondary whiskey market. And while I quoted some sources who indicated that the secondary trading and selling trend should soon decline, that has been anything but the case. And in addition to that, there is another insidious upward trend that brokers, bidders, sellers, and consumers whisper about in well-acquainted company: counterfeiting. As the prices continue to rise for desirable whiskey stocks, counterfeiting has become a definite challenge for the industry as a whole. And counterfeiting, perhaps a longer-running issue in the wine and scotch world, is now showing up in American whiskey circles as well. It seems the combination of increasingly strong demand for premium American whiskey product that greatly outstrips supply has pushed prices higher while creating opportunities for the unscrupulous to take advantage of whiskey enthusiasts who have limited means of obtaining these rarer spirits. The newbies to the whiskey world, who maybe care less about what's actually in the bottle, aren't making things better either. I've noticed an attitude that has arisen, especially around bourbon, where it's about bragging rights and being able to brag online about a bottle you just bought. And con men know how to take advantage of the greed or ego of others. Also, it seems distilleries and brands aren't doing much to counteract the fakes, as many bottles are packaged in a way that they can easily be opened and resealed. Have you noticed all the empty Pappy Van Winkle bottles for sale online? I wonder what all these people are buying the bottles for. But the premium bourbon market hasn't quite attained the level affecting the Scotch market. Still, the overall whiskey industry is taking some steps to counteract the rise in counterfeit bottles, from QR codes, security tags, handheld scanners, and blockchain solutions. But the best protection for buyers is to do their homework. Never trust a hard-selling stranger, especially online. And be willing to pass on a bottle that looks too good to be true, because trust me, it is. However, a new age dating service for high-end whiskey may have some answers. London-based blockchain company Everledger and the Scottish University's Environmental Research Centre at the University of Glasgow have teamed up to produce the first age verification system for whiskey, at least to combat the counterfeiting of premium whiskeys that can sell for tens of thousands of dollars per bottle. Some researchers suggest up to 40% of these high-valued scotches may have been fakes. Research released by the center that year showed that of the 55 bottles of rare scotch it tested, 21 were either fake or had been distilled in a different year than the year that was claimed. As part of the service, the center's researchers will fit rare bottles of whiskey with Everledger anti-tamper bottle closures. The small sample of the liquid will be removed through the cork and analyzed using carbon dating that can detect its age within a couple of years. That information is then connected to the blockchain, creating a digital record that certifies the whiskey's age and provenance. This research has been carried out in response to a growing interest in these whiskeys that, if genuine, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars per bottle. Also, researchers at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland described a method of using spectroscopy to analyze whiskeys. Scientists can shine a laser light into the whiskey bottle, which breaks the light into a spectrum of wavelengths that correspond to different chemical compounds. Those compounds can be used to help determine the provenance of the whiskey. Also, the researchers shape the laser light into a ring, which reduces the noise from the bottle. Of note, the Scotch Whisky Research Institute in Edinburgh is experimenting with portable spectrometers that workers could use to authenticate rare whiskeys. Okay, whiskey fans, let's get real. One needs to be careful anytime one is looking to buy some of the really good stuff. Buy from reputable outlets whenever possible. We at the Whiskey Roundtable advise you all to take the utmost care when buying anything from anyone you don't know well, and recommend you stick to only those you explicitly trust. The expression buyer beware is still the best advice one can heed, and if something seems the least bit fishy, well, assume that it is and move quickly along. So for now, this is Douglas Dunbar, the Whiskey Wizard, for the Whiskey Roundtable. Cheers, Slàinte. And now, back to the live show.
All right, kids. There you go.
We are back.
We are back.
So we were having a lot of conversation about this one again during the Whiskey Wizard. We don't hear what's going on when we break to that, so just to let you in on a little bit. So we were talking about the Irish whiskeys and how... What did we say about... Oh, the box.
Right.
I'm sorry. See where my mind goes?
It's all about the box. Anyway, go ahead.
So we were talking about, this comes in a very nice Tullamore Dew box. It looks more expensive
Than
than
it is, right.
what it really is. So, one thing is presentation, which definitely that's going to pull you in. It's going to have you say, oh, let me try this. This looks like it's something. Where the Powers that we tried last week was just a plain Jane
Bottle.
nothing bottle.
Uh-oh.
Again, that was part of its charm. Unassuming, $27, and it knocked our socks off. So
You see it's empty, so
Yeah.
yeah, we like that a little bit.
Yeah, we went through 2 of those.
Yeah, there's 2 dead
and
soldiers over here.
before the show, we were trying to go online and order some more. So
So if that tells you
yeah, made
anything.
an
But
And it's available at the grocery store. I thought I had a good hookup for what we were going to pay for it, but it unfortunately didn't work out. But we're still going to do our thing. But
yeah, the
anyway,
Powers is
move
pretty
on.
readily available.
It is readily.
Whereas-
and this tonight's whiskey is so good too that if I asked for Powers and they said they didn't have it, my next question would be, do you have the Tullamore Dew 12?
Sure.
That would be my next question. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
kids.
So we got time for news. Did you have anything?
I
Gene?
did not do any news just for my eyesight. I apologize.
Okay. Well, speaking of Irish whiskey, Teeling just released their first in their Wonders of Wood series this month. It's a limited edition bottling of single pot still whiskey designed to utilize unique styles of wood maturation. And it's single pot still crafted from a recipe of 50% malted barley and 50% unmalted barley. Again, that's that kind of Irish whiskey combination. From the Teeling distillery in Dublin, fully matured in Chinkapink American white oak barrels. So, what is Chinkapink?
No,
it's a
it
wood
sounds
also.
Indian.
It's a native to eastern and central North America with a wide wood grain that's similar in composition to chestnut oak.
Okay.
So there you go.
I was thinking American Indian when I said Indian. by the way.
So
It might be that name might be of Indian origin. Certainly sounds like it. And it's bottled at 50% ABV. And it's in certain states, not Ohio yet, but it says it will be released more broadly into the U.S. later this year. So maybe that's one we can look for. I read an article in Cigar Aficionado pairing cigar smoke with peat smoke, meaning that like if you're going to pair a cigar with a heavy peated whiskey, it's hard. They say it's a little bit challenging, but and they did a study and they did a lot of taste comparisons as part of this article, and they came up with the highest rated for peaty whiskey was My Father No. 3 Crema, which scored 92 points, and then the other one was the Romeo and Julieta 1875 Deluxe No. 1.
Do you know those cigars, dear?
Scored a 91 point as far as the matching with a heavily peated, smoky whiskey. So.
awesome. So are we going to do a pairing again this year?
Yeah, well, we'll do something a little different
Okay.
than we did last time, but I think we should figure something out for June again.
Okay. Perfect.
For Father's Day month, we always try to pick some cigar topic, or something manly.
Manly man.
Yeah.
Manly. Also, Diageo announced the release of Old Parr, aged 18 years. That's a blended Scotch brand, but they're going more for the premium side. Has Cragganmore amongst Isla and Speyside whiskeys.
So hang on.
Yeah.
I just got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So I have Old Parr. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
Okay, so if I understood you right, they've changed up.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they release. This is an 18-year
Okay.
special release this year. Or this month it came out. So
Is there a price point on
Was there
there?
a price point on there?
I don't. Oh yes, I do. I have $70 for a 750 ml.
Not bad for an
Soon to be
18-year.
available in other parts of the U.S. as well. Right now it's in Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, Texas, and Delaware.
Road trip.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, I've had my sister bought me a bottle of Tullamore Dew. I don't know, probably 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I have it on the shelf, and it's the least thing touched.
Tullamore Dew. You mean
I'm
Old
sorry,
Par.
Old Par. I
Old
apologize.
Par,
kids.
yeah.
That's okay.
Old Par, and I'm not a fan.
You're not. Is that something we might sample after the show?
We can. That would be great.
It might be. Yeah.
Yeah. And then give me your honest opinion.
Okay.
We'll determine whether I'm going to move to the $70 mark. Because
Okay.
I've had, like I said, price never dictates quality. So
No, right. Yeah,
What? It never
yeah.
what?
Powers is a good example.
Dictate.
great.
Dictate.
Yeah.
I was going to go on about a rascal joke, but I'll leave it alone.
Yes. Hey Darla or Hey Buckley.
I might dictate. But anyway, put it at home. But anyway,
You probably even didn't have to say that. I think most of the audience knows that one.
Oh, it was worth saying.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
well,
here, honey.
yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for.
So I will say, now that I'm holding my glass up, we talked
Yeah.
about the linseed oil
Yeah.
and how you are such an expert on linseed oil. I do see a lot more of the
Spots.
oily spots.
Yes,
on
you
the
will.
glass
Yes,
tonight.
you will.
I'm going to
So-
guess that Phil Norman, where did that come
Where did that come from?
That's an old friend from
Okay.
only a few people watching might know. Phil Weaver is the only one that would know a little bit more about linseed oil.
Amen. Amen.
Master craftsman, woodworker.
Good deal. All right.
Steve Galliwan says, "Who's dictate?"
Ask Judy.
Oh,
Hey, we want to thank you all for watching. If you're here with us live, or if you're watching later on, remember if you miss a live show, yes, it happens, but you can watch it at any time when it's convenient. And please do that if you miss the live show, because it's all those views add up, and that helps keep this show going. We'll be here next week, Friday, March the 25th at 7:30 p.m. slot.
And what are we featuring?
got it.
We have
Special.
one more Irish whiskey, and it's a really a good one, I think. It's Napo Castle 16-year-old single malt. So that's what we're doing next week.
that
Awesome.
does not sound like that's something you can just go pull off the shelf.
No, it's one I had to order and wait some time for, and it just literally came an hour before I was leaving to come to the show tonight. So thankfully, it came in time. So.
Oh,
Perfect.
that's cool.
And subscribe to our YouTube page, Gmail, Whiskey Roundtable if you got any questions.
Hit us up on Facebook. you know.
Yeah, you know, all that stuff. Closing quote for today. This comes again from Tug McGraw, a
Tug
good
McGraw,
Irish
sure.
Baseball player.
Baseball player,
Yeah.
exactly right.
and he's contributed quite a few of our good quotes.
Tim McGraw's kid,
Yeah,
No, his father.
a father, his kid. Yes.
yeah.
Go ahead. I said it right.
Yeah. He says, saying I have a whiskey drinking problem is like saying Bruce Lee had a kung fu problem. It's not a problem if you're the best at it.
Amen.
So,
Awesome.
That boy, Tug.
All right, kids. So, hey, thanks for watching the show tonight. We always have fun, as always. I hope you all got a lot of laughs, and we'll catch up with you cats next week. Until then, safe travels, be careful, and we'll catch you next week. We are the Whiskey Roundtable. Big G.
Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar,
Catch you cats next week. Be
so
safe.
long. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
If whiskey stopped working, every bar in town would be closing their doors, shutting down. Everybody would be trapped with their thoughts, 'cause nothing numbs the pain like bourbon or scotch. Oh no, oh no, no. If whiskey's stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. Whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped. Poor Jack D would be out of a job. Jameson and Bean would be cut off. Hank Williams songs wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, this whole damn world would be a mess. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. Whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped, oh. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably halfway out of this town, leaving Tennessee. If whiskey